What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, and today's video is all of January 2019 Air Jordan release dates so far. And I say so far because it's still early in the month, although it's already the 7th this is going up. There's still releases coming, so more dates could be added in, or I should say more releases could be added in, along with the dates being pushed around. Now, really quick, I want to appreciate everybody for showing a ton of love on the previous video, and I'm just really happy you guys liked it. It was probably one of the longest videos I did. It was over 40 minutes. Now, before you jump into things, if you have a second, greatly appreciate a thumbs up on this video, and if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Now, I'm going to talk about a few things before we actually get into the release dates, so I'll throw in a time on the screen right now if you want to just jump straight into the releases. First up, it might sound a bit different. I just purchased a new mic. On the previous videos, I didn't really like how I could hear some of the background noises and things like that, so I went ahead and got a podcaster mic by Rode. So it might sound a little more crisp. It might actually pick up some other little things here and there, but I'm still working it out. Now, coming up, we're going to talk about the releases, and like I mentioned, some of the dates might get pushed around, some more releases added in, so there will be a link in the description below taking you to SneakerFiles.com, and at that link, everything will be updated. So if a new pair gets added in for this month, a date gets pushed, you'll know it there, and I'll also include it in the news videos. And with all that being said, we're gonna scroll right down and jump into things. All right. First up is the Air Jordan 12 Chinese New Year. Now, if you missed out on this because obviously this video is being uploaded past January 3rd, now the release date is January 3rd, but that was for Greater China. Now, a worldwide release date will take place on February 5th. So everybody's still in the good on this pair. One of the standout features of this pair is on the sides, it's actually removable and it'll feature very unique patterns throughout. Retail price is $250. There seems to be a bit of hype for the shoe. I've been seeing a ton of people reselling them already. And of course, that's just because they released early in China. So let's move along. Sorry about that. Some reasons want to hold up on me. All right, next up is the Air Jordan 33 Chinese New Year. That dropped January 4th for $175. Not a bad look. I honestly like the 33, but this pair, I mean, it's dope, don't get me wrong. It's not what everybody's looking for. They're looking for the Air Jordan 12. All right, so let's move along. Here we got the Air Jordan 19 Flint Gray, aka Mellow. Now this is an OG colorway. They did release on January 5th and retail price is $225. Now since Carmelo Anthony wore this colorway and they're kind of doing like a whole tribute series to him, they're giving it the whole Mellow nickname. So slightly different from the OG pair because the OG does not have any type of stamp or insignia linking it to Carmelo Anthony. I know the Air Jordan 19 isn't the most sought after model and not a ton of places got them, but I have also seen sizes still available. Even though this has gotten out late, if you're interested in grabbing them, they should still be available at some retailers. All right, so we got Russell Westbrook's second signature shoe, the Jordan Why Not 0.2. This specific colorway is known as Future History, and the color scheme is actually multicolor, total crimson, and sale. January 10th is the release date. Retail price will be $125. Now, on January 10th, these are only releasing in men's sizing, and then later this month, they should be available in full family sizing. Move along, and next up we have the Air Jordan 4 NRG Hot Punch. This pair is dropping January 12th. Retail price will be $190. Now take note on this pair, they are releasing in women's sizing. Also, I've been seeing so many different images and different lighting. So for example, this image, it looks almost like red, but then I've seen other images due to the lighting, it looks like a shade of pink. I'm gonna guess since this Hot Punch is gonna be more of a pinkish shade. But if anybody has had these in hand, just leave a comment below and let me know so I can update other people going forward. But let's move along, and okay, we definitely got to talk about this pair. This is the Air Jordan 6 LTR. It was also being called Acid Wash Denim. Now this was a very early leak, and the image used here is a mock-up. The color description is light armory blue, obsidian, white, and dark concord. Now This pair, more than likely, unless it's a very surprise release, is not dropping on January 12th. Early on, that was the release date though. Retail price was $190. They were expected to feature Denim, and now I'm not 100% sure if this pair is even releasing, because honestly, I think this was a mock-up and it was mistaken for this pair, which is releasing. And this is the Air Jordan 6 LTR Flint. Now, a lot of people asked what LTR stands for, and I'm not 100% positive. However, most people are saying that it stands for leather, which does make sense. But this shoe, it actually features a leather and suede combination while coming dressed in white, black, infrared 2.3, and dark Concord. This pair is dropping on January 12th. This is 100% confirmed, of course, and retail price is $190. Now, as you can see, the color description on the acid wash denim we got up here is light armory blue, obsidian, white, dark Concord. So that's different. I mean, yes, it says dark Concord, but light armory blue, don't know where that fits in here. So maybe in the future, something like that top pair will release, but at the time of shooting this, it's unknown. As far as availability goes for this pair, I mean, it's looking like it might be on the limited side. I can't 100% confirm that at the time of shooting. So through this week with the news videos, once I find that out, I'll make sure to throw it in there. So let's move forward. And next up, we got another Air Jordan 33. This is actually the second of 3 releasing this month, and they come in University Red. Being specific, they come in University Red, black, cell, and white. Now, this could almost be a Chinese New Year release as far as Nike's side goes, because Nike has a ton of University Red and gold pairs releasing more red used throughout. I mean, Jordan brands, the 33 and the 12 are somewhat similar as far as color blocking goes and everything, but this pair will be releasing on January 15th and retail price will be $175. And I have yet to hear anything about availability yet, but we still got a bit of time before these actually drop. So let's move forward. And man, so here we have the Air Jordan 2 BHM, also known as Black History Month. Many expected this pair to drop in February, and now we learned recently that they're going to drop on January 18th, which is a bit odd because we have yet to see any official images. This is just a Photoshop here, and it's supposed to resemble the release, but they're going to come in a black and metallic gold color theme, and the retail price will be $190. All right, so let's move forward. This is a clean pair to me. This is the Air Jordan 4 SE in black and gum. Now, the highlight of the shoe for some people is that it has lasering across the upper, but as you can see, mainly done in black. We got white across the midsole, and then we got some gum on the outsole. January 19th is the release date. Retail price is $200. Also, these are dropping in grade school sizing, but let's move along. And we have the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG in neutral gray, also being called Hyper Crimson. The official color combination is neutral gray, hyper crimson, white, and black. The release date is set for January 24th, and retail price will be $160. Now, as you can see, it has this print across the panels. It says SP19 Air Jordan 1 High OG. There is also a turbo green pair releasing that pretty much mimics it as far as that text across the side, and then the tongue, the Nike Air, it has like just, I'm not sure if it's like this green or yellowish pop to it. Kind of leads me to believe, and I've said this before, that it's part of some sort of pack. But I believe the turbo green pair, I've heard, now I didn't include it here, but I heard that it can drop later this month. But I also heard that they're going to drop in February. So I wasn't sure to include it in this video or the next one. Either way, the update on that pair will definitely be in the next news video once I find that out. But let's move forward, and we got the Air Jordan 5 SP Laney. Now, I was wrong about this shoe. I thought this was going to be on the limited side, but I did check around and dug a little bit deeper, and this should be a general release. Full family sizing will be available from adults to kids, and the shoe is inspired by Michael Jordan's high school, Laney High. They come in a varsity royal, light charcoal, and varsity maize color combination. Now there is a second pair to this pack, which the color blocking will actually be flipped from this, but we have yet to see images of it, and they were expected to drop on the same day, but I'm not sure. It might be pushed back to February or even March. If I forgot to mention, January 26th is the release date, and retail price will be $200. All right, so next up, this is not the actual image, and the third and final Air Jordan 33 to release will be a collaboration with Travis Scott. No images have leaked, but they'll feature an army olive, cell black, and L brown color combination. Now they'll probably have some sort of Cactus Jack branding and other unique detailing, and the release date is January 27th. No retail price as of yet. So since they're dropping later this month, I mean, soon we should see a first look. Next up is a Photoshop. Now this was a very early leak, and it's being called the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. We all know that, but dark Concord. Now they're going to come in a white, cell, light smoke gray, and dark Concord color combination. A release date has yet to be announced. Originally expected to drop sometime this month, but since we have yet to see any images, it's not looking too good for this release. So it's very, very possible that a drop comes in February, March, even April. And if I forgot to mention, this is actually a Photoshop, so we don't know what the shoe is going to look like. It's just based off the color description. But let's move on to one more pair. I believe this is the last for the month we're going to talk about, and it is the Air Jordan 6 SP, being called pony hair. I believe they're also being called cow fur. I'm not 100% positive what the actual nickname is. You can call them either or. At least I know what pair you're going to be talking about, but they're going to come in a black dark Concord color combination, dropping sometime this month. That was originally the rumor, but I believe it to be somewhat true. Hopefully, if not, February. But February already has a good amount of releases. We have all the all-star drops. We're going to have some Valentine releases, and then of course just additional releases just because it's February. But if I forgot to mention, the retail price is $250. Once more information is available for this pair, that will also go into the news video. So either way, you'll be kept in the loop, even if it's not known at this direct second. And that completes all of the January 2019 Air Jordan releases so far. Like I mentioned earlier, if a date gets pushed forward, pushed back, that will be updated in this section on SneakerFiles.com. Also will be included in the upcoming news videos. Now, what I did in past videos, I usually at the end talked about what releases I was planning on picking up. And to keep it short, the only pair that catches my attention so far is the Air Jordan 5 Laney. Two more things I wanted to ask everybody. In the previous videos I've done for the monthly releases, I would do it like this. I'd be at Sneaker Files and pretty much scroll down and talk about every release. Now, I'm wondering from you guys if I should actually shoot a video and then have it kind of like the news video where it just shows the shoe, I talk about the shoe, then we move on to the next one. So it's not actually going to showcase Sneaker Files. I didn't know if you like that look better compared to this one. So let me know in the comments. Now, the second one is I wasn't sure if I should do an overall releases for the month. That would include Adidas, Nikes, Reebok, any other brand that you may want to see, if I should package that into a sneaker release dates for the month of January, February, etc. And just before we sign out of here, if you got a second, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button just below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.